Hello, welcome to today's class, which goes with the weather. It's a little bit muggy and thunderstormy out there. So we'll find ourselves into a soothing practice, but also a little bit uplifting and cooling. Can be practiced at any time of the day. You will need a brick and a chair. Let's start lying on our backs with our feet flat and our knees up. So find a comfortable position here and take the time for your feet to release into the floor, for the shape of your body to secure itself down into the ground, for your face to relax. And maybe here you will find helpful to have your hands onto your belly. And with your eyes closed, your body relaxed, start to notice how you feel within your body. Sometimes when it's muggy or when there is electricity in the air, you can feel this in your bones, you can feel this in your flesh. You feel a little bit heavier. So let's try to lighten up and allow the fluid to circulate around our bodies. And allow the electricity current to pass so that we can feel a bit more restful. Take a few breaths, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Take note of how easy it feels for you to breathe today. And if it isn't comfortable for you to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, allow your breath to come in and or out through the mouth. When you feel ready to here, you're going to slowly open your eyes. And then you're going to inhale and lift the arms up towards the ceiling and just move your fingers. Get rid of the sounds that the fingers might make through the creaks and the cracks. And then you can take some rotations into the wrists in one direction and in the other direction. And then from here, you're going to roll yourself over onto one side and take your brick with you. Not everyone needs a brick, but it could be helpful. So once you come onto your side, if I allow my head to fall here, I feel quite scrunched up because of how my shoulders are. So this is where you might find a block or brick or maybe even a cushion would be helpful. So knees are bent and they're more or less in line with the hips. They could be a little lower down. You'll have your hands on top of one another. So it really doesn't matter which side you started with. Here, we're going to get a little bit of mobility around our shoulders. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the top arm and then follow your fingers with your gaze. So you allow the head to roll and take the arm out. At some point, the arm may stop because of gravity or because of tightness. It may not touch the floor, that doesn't matter. Bring the arm back up as you return the hand to the other hand. So you're going with gravity, then you're going against gravity. Let's try to do this with the breath. So inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm down. Notice how much of a stretch there is into the front of the body as well. Let's do this one last time. Inhale. Exhale. And then from this, we're going to create a halo around our heads by bringing the top hand, fingers down, and at some point the fingers may come off the floor. That's perfectly fine too. So as you inhale this time, you draw that halo, half a circle, over and around and go as far as feels comfortable. As you exhale, let's come back up, over and around. Go only as far as feels comfortable. Remember, this is your body. Let's do this once more. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, releasing. 2 more. One more. Rest here for a breath. And then you're going to bring yourself back onto your back to come back to neutral and notice how the right side of the body, the chest, the shoulders rest into the floor. And then let's roll over onto the other side. So you're going to come over onto your side so that again your knees are bent and then the cantilever to that opening of the chest. And you've got your head on the brick. You've got, or not, of course, if the head falls to the floor quite easily. Now, as we inhale, we open up and we follow with the gaze. We allow the arm to open. It may reach the floor or not. Exhale, lift all the way back through and down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm down. And again, inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm down. Let's do this once more. Stay here for a breath. And then the top hand, fingers to the floor, maybe index and middle finger, opens overhead as you inhale. And release as you exhale. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, come back through to your starting point. Gently, easily, respecting the shoulders. Once more. And stay here for a breath. Then roll back onto your back to find your feet flat, your knees up. And again here, take a breath or two to notice the left side of the body, or whichever side you've just done, of course. Relaxing and released, maybe a little bit more space and stretch. You can release the brick away from behind your head. And then from here, let's bring the knees in towards the chest, hands behind the thighs, and then let's take some ankle rotations. Again, you might feel that you might hear a few creaks and cracks here. And then hands can be flat or fisted behind the thighs, and you start to tap the calves on the hands. Feel free to move the hands up and down the thighs. Feel free to keep those hands flat. That brings the circulation around the shins and certainly the knees. And if you take those hands into your fists, that might even massage your calves if they feel a little bit tight. And then bring the feet flat to the floor, soles together, allow the knees to open from side to side, and just very gently here, sway your knees from side to side. And then you're going to come back to the center and allow those knees to keep opening out, so the inner thighs stretch. Not so comfortable in this, you can allow those heels to come a little further forward. You could even place a brick underneath your feet so that you're slightly lifted and that your lower back releases to the floor. So it's up to you, whatever feels comfortable here for the next few breaths, including continuing to sway. Can you breathe into your belly, allowing that inhale to become a little longer? And the exhale to be breathed all the way out. Bring your hands to your thighs and rub your inner thighs to bring a little bit more friction, only so that you can release the hands out to the side and bring the legs together. Really squeeze those thighs together tight. Now from here, have your feet to about mat width apart. So you take them fairly wide. You'll keep one knee up at all time when the other knee comes in towards the legs. So for instance here, I'll keep my right knee up and then I'll bring my left knee towards my right foot. So stretching a little bit more around the thigh. Inhale, bring the left knee up and flat. Exhale, bring the right knee in towards that left leg, maybe towards the foot. Inhale back through towards the center. And then exhale, left knee comes in towards the right leg, which has its knee staying upright. Inhale, left knee upright. Exhale, right knee goes towards the left leg, maybe towards the floor. Two more on either side. So you exhale, you bring the left knee in. Inhale back through to the center. Exhale, right knee in. Good. Let's do this once more to either side. Exhale, that knee comes in. And then the other knee to complete. Come back through towards the center. This time bring the toes and heels and knees together. And then bring one knee in towards the chest, the other knee in towards the chest. Hug those knees at the shins and rock from side to side. Bring the hands behind the thighs, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale as you exhale, forehead towards the knees. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, forehead to the knees. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, forehead to knees. Let's do this one last time. Inhale down. Exhale, forehead to knees. Inhale all the way down with the head, and then exhale with those legs. Bring the hands to the side of the body. Bring those feet a little closer towards your bottom if you can. Inhale, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, release. So a couple of pelvic tilts to start with. Inhale, lengthen, so you press those feet down. You imagine you're squashing blades of grass underneath your lower back. Exhale, you release. Some people might like to have their hands onto their hip bones to feel that pelvis literally tilting up and down. Let's do this once more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Then release the hands out to the side if they're not already there. Palms, forearms and upper arms down. You're going to inhale, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, float the thighs, the pelvis, the belly, the ribs up towards the ceiling. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, you're going to release yourself all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, float yourself up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, float. Gently press those feet down to support you. Inhale, stay. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, bring yourself up. Inhale, stay. And exhale, release. Take the arms out to shoulder height, and you're going to take the right shin across the left thigh. And you'll allow the left knee to come down to the floor, so the right foot might even touch the floor here. And then you may gaze over towards the right arm, enjoying that gentle spinal twist as well as that hip stretch. Bring the gaze back through towards the center. Bring those legs back through towards the center. Release the right foot down. Reshuffle or recenter yourself. Take a breath or two. And then from here, let's take the left shin across the right thigh and allow the right knee to come down towards the floor. So maybe the left foot will reach the floor as well. Feel free to release those legs a little lower down. You can gaze over towards the left arm.
And taking a few breaths here, taking in that spinal twist, perhaps even a stretch around the thighs, the glutes. Bring the gaze back through to the center, bring the knees back through towards the center, the right foot to the floor. Allow that left leg to go back to the floor, foot flat, and bring yourself back through towards the center. Hug the knees in towards the chest, and then inhale, knees in and out, exhale, forward and together. Again, knees in and out, forward and together, in and out and forward and together. One last time. Reverse. So as you inhale this time, knees forward and out. Exhale together. Inhale forward and out. Exhale in together. And again. One last time. Release the feet to the floor. Roll yourself over onto one side, very, very gently, taking your time to sit back up. Here we'll go and get our chair. Here's one I didn't make it, prepared and put there earlier. So I'll have this at the bottom of the mat. Some of you might just want to go straight up to legs up the wall if that feels comfortable. This is a really lovely halfway point of bringing your bottom towards the bottom of the chair. You could also do this on your bed or on your sofa as well, or by the side of the bed or the sofa. So here you've got your legs resting on the chair and your back comfortably resting. You may have a pillow or a cushion under your head. Relax the arms and we'll stay here for a few moments, just resting down, allowing those legs to be elevated so that we can reverse the circulation a little bit. You could also bring those legs a little higher up or bring the feet together and the knees out, whatever feels appropriate and comfortable for you. So resting here, relaxing your facial features. Allowing the weight of your body to be fully resting against the mat. Noticing perhaps the coolness of the chair, the wall, your bed linen, your sofa against your calves. Maybe you would find it useful, soothing, to have the hands somewhere around your belly or your chest. Noticing the inhale coming in and the exhale releasing. No need to modify the breath in any way, just observing it. Notice the subtle releases of your muscles around the bones. The settling, the releasing. Inducing relaxation in your body. Cooling with your legs up. Stay here for a few more breaths. Then slowly open your eyes. Wiggle your toes, release the hands away from the body if they were there. And very elegantly, you're going to caterpillar your way out. So very gently move those shoulders, slide the bum away from the wall, the chair, the sofa, the bed. And then bring the knees in towards the chest. Tuck the chin, take the forehead towards the knees, hands behind the thighs, lift those legs up. Maybe take the hands to the back of the calves, stretching a little further in the back. Return the knees in towards the chest, very gently roll over onto your side. Come back to being seated, perhaps needing a little support. Find your spine upright, the shoulders relaxed. And to close our practice, we will practice a few rounds of the cooling breath, Shitali or Shitari breathing. You'll take your tongue into a funnel. Not everyone can funnel their tongue. If you cannot funnel your tongue, you will take your tongue to the top, at the ridge between the top of the teeth and the palate. Whichever option we go to, you will then breathe in the air with your mouth open. Everyone release the tongue into the bottom of the throat and breathe out through the nose. You could breathe out with your lips open slightly as well. You're aiming to bring the water back, the moisture back into the mouth as you exhale. Let's try this once first.
So funnel or tongue behind their teeth. Inhale. Exhale. Notice how cool the air is on the funnel of the tongue or through the teeth. Let's do this a few times if that's comfortable for you. Come back to your natural breathing when you feel cool enough. You may use this practice on its own at any time when you feel a little bit hot. Let's inhale, lift the arms. Exhale loudly through the mouth. Once more. Let's take one more breath. Release the thumbs to the forehead for kind thoughts towards yourself and others. To your lips for kind words towards yourself and others. And to your heart for kind actions towards yourself and others. I salute you. Stay cool. Namaste.